Hello crafty friends, this is the Paper Chef here. In today's video tutorial, I would like to show you how to refill the Advanced Tape Glider by Scott. Now I have 3 of these, I use these all the time. They're actually pretty easy to use, and even my craft club students can use them with the help from some parents. Now I go through at least 1 roll of this a day and sometimes up to 3 rolls of refills a day. And at this very point in time, I happen to be, like this one happens to be empty. This one has like, nope, it's empty too, but I haven't pulled it out yet. And then this one is completely empty as well. Okay, so I thought, well, it's a good time to make a video then, okay, to show you how to refill it. So let me just go over this one before I totally empty it out, because I thought it would be good to show you what it looks like when it is full. Okay, and there's also a diagram. So when it is full, you're going to take this out. Let me explain. This roll of adhesive, there's a cute little piece of plastic there, is going to go on this side and it's going to be full. And then it's going to come out, the adhesive is going to come out and it's going to go up over the first rubber piece, and then it's going to go down and around and then over. And it wraps around here. So this part is empty at first, and it's going to collect all the extra tape. Now this has always been so confusing to me how to refill it, and I used to just get so frustrated and thinking that it was defective and backwards, and I used to just say to my husband, can you just do this? And he would just do it in like 2 seconds. And then I had to like become independent and figure it out myself. So you can all do this as well. All right, so you start out by, you're going to open up your tape glider and you're going to take off this little piece here that says open, okay, and you'll put that back on later. And you could look at the diagram. Now there's a diagram, see, which shows how it shows, this is what it looks like, you know, it shows you how to put the roll. Okay, so if we were to put it like this at first, it wouldn't wrap. It needs to go up and over this first one. So we need to first of all flip this like this, because when this comes out, okay, like this, it needs to go up and over. So make sure that this part is facing this way. So like, here you go. Okay, so this little piece, let me just shove that on there. This little piece, it doesn't really make a big snapping sound, but it does get under that grip. Okay, so now we can start pulling it, but you can't pull it because the lever is still stuck. So you have to push the lever a little bit, not too much, and then you're going to go up and over, okay? So up and over. Now the nice thing is there's a little piece of tape here. So when you get over to here, this little piece of tape helps hold it onto the other side. And now I'm just going to keep pulling. Okay, keep pulling, and I'm going to go around this bottom part. Okay, and we're going to go up, and we're going to go over here. Now at this point I could just use this little piece of tape, or let me get a little bit of extra. Sometimes what I do, just for extra good measure, is I go around. I go inside there and I wrap it around like that, just for an extra little reinforcement to kind of keep it from gripping. So now you have this little piece of tape on there, and you're going to wrap it around there. Okay, there you go. So it's good. It's right on there. So now, that's all we need to do. And so the idea, well, we need to definitely put the lid back on. The idea is this adhesive is going to come out and it's going to get onto your object right there. Okay? I'll put a little adhesive on something to show you. So let's put this on. Let's put this back on. This little gripper. And if you have a better way of loading it, of course, share that. But this is the way, this works for me. And I sometimes get this, okay, gripper, it says open. So open is that way. There we go. You just kind of push it on there. I click. See how you click it and it goes right like that. So when to open it, it's just holding, to open it, you turn it to the left. Okay, so that's good. Now it's a little loose at first, so you might want to press the little trigger and you might want to turn it a little. Okay? And then you have it, and you can use it for your projects. Let me find something. I always have something right in front of me that needs adhesive. Okay, I'm just going to take this little I'm just going to take this little thank you to show you that the adhesive doesn't come off right away. So we're going to shut this, click, okay? Now the adhesive is not there yet. It's still, well, it is actually there, but usually it's right about there. So you might have to roll it a couple times. I'm pressing the trigger, and even my little kids can do this. At first it sort of gets stuck. So you have to pull off that little piece of extra adhesive, okay? And let's just pull that off a little bit. It's a little stuck because it's a little loose, and it needs to get a little bit tighter at first. So I'm gonna push the trigger and push down again. And there, now it's coming out really smoothly. Okay, good. There are lots of other kinds of rolling adhesive, and for my workshops for adults, sometimes I use something called snail, which is a lot easier. But this one, I just happen to, I'm keeping it real. It's because I use so much adhesive. I need these sort of like industrial products, and I will have a link to these. You can get these on Amazon. They're not too expensive, and the refills, I think, like it first comes with 2 refills. Okay, so that's how you get the adhesive on there. Really strong, and it dries strong. Okay, so because I love to teach, I like to reinforce. I'm just gonna show you that. Okay, now we're gonna do one more, only because I'm filling them up anyway, right? I have to change 2 of these. So again, we're gonna take this off. Okay, and there was one on the back too. So this is the packaging. Sometimes I go into like Hobby Lobby and I bring, to get these refills, well, not sometimes, like all the time, is like I'll use a coupon. You know, when they have 40% off each week, and then so like all summer I'll be like going in there, getting something else, giving a coupon to my husband, go get me one of these, and I kind of stock up, and that way I have enough of these, because like I said, some days I go through 3 of these in one day, but at least one. And if I have like a craft club or something, I mean, they sometimes unravel them, but I usually go through even more. All right, so we're gonna take this out. Okay, this is done. So you be sure, okay, you're gonna load this, but you have to make sure you take this one out. Take this piece of plastic out. Okay, we're gonna open this up. We're gonna open this side up. Okay, open, pull that off. We're going to yank all this away, throw this all away. Okay, so that's gone. So now we're left with this. Again, if you try to put it on this way, you'll think, oh no, it's defective. I kept telling my husband, it's defective. He's like, no, operator error. Okay, so you want to flip it so it's like this. Okay, you want to flip it so it's like this. And you can just sometimes look at the other one as an example. That way the tape is coming down off the bottom. Okay, so there we go. So like that. Now we're going to put it on. And we put it on. We're going to see it's going to snap. So snap. Let's see, snap. Okay, there, snap. Now we're going to pull it. There's a little piece of tape on it, so we're going to pull it. We're going to press the trigger. We're going to go up over the rubber piece, down, around, and around and around we go. Okay, so now we could just use the tape piece, it will work, but let's use, since there's a little grip there, we just kind of go under, like that. It just kind of helps it. And then I use that little piece of tape to hold it. And then, good. We're going to shut it. We're going to test it. Let's find something else. I have another little thing I could just use adhesive on. So I used the back of an envelope for that. So let's just go. Okay, there's not coming out yet because there's still this red piece. So you just keep on using the trigger, pressing the button, using the trigger. Now here comes the tape. So again, you got to press hard. Press hard on that paper, right? And get that pressed down. That way this tape comes off. If not, it'll still keep working. You'll just have to get it. It'll just be like adhesives going around that side, and it's harder. So I'm just pressing down, okay? And press the trigger each time, press down, and then there's my adhesive. And it comes off easy. If you have to get this off, you can kind of roll it in your fingers, but it does dry permanent. So see, I can get it off right now very easily, but then it also does a really good job of sticking. So here, so put this off. Okay, there. So it comes right off. I don't need, but if it dries, it will dry permanently. Okay, so that is what I'm up to today, is refilling my ATG. They called it ATG gun. Sometimes they're called glue gun, ATG gun, glue glider, ATG glider. Okay, So thank you for watching. This is the Papered Chef.